Good morning, readers. Today, our reading learning target for the week of April 12th, 2020 is we will make inferences and use evidence to support our understanding, TEK 5.6F. What this means to you is I will use RACE's format to identify and prove my inferences about my fictional storybook. Your assignment is a RACE's paragraph. I know I have it when I clearly respond to the question by making an inference, then proving my response with text evidence. Making inferences and using evidence to support your understanding. This week, as you read your chapter book, you'll be stopping and jotting about inferences you are making in order to answer one of the questions on the reading response choice board. If you hover over the pink words in the slideshow, you can click on this and the reading response choice board will come up. Here is a little picture of it, and there are 4 questions. The directions say, first, choose a question to answer. You will then read your chapter book for 30 minutes. As you read, stop and jot evidence to help you answer the question you chose. This pink sticky note is an example of a stop and jot. All right, RACES. This is a way to organize, support, and justify your thinking. What is RACES? This is the strategy you use to thoroughly and concisely answer a text-based question. This is the poster from our classroom. You've written at least 4 short answer responses in the RACES format. Your steps for writing, just to remind you, you start with restating and answering the question, that is the RA. The C is citing evidence from the text. E, explaining how your evidence proves your answer to the question. And S is summarizing what you learned to conclude your response. Let's start with restating and answering the question. The person reading the response should be able to understand exactly what you're talking about without seeing the question. This information can be found right in the question. Use the question stem to begin your response. This includes all of the important words in your statement. Your answer should be brief and to the point, because you are going to be explaining your thinking later. The RA examples. Why is it important to be on time to school every day? Well, you find the important words. It is important to be on time to school every day. And then you answer it so that you don't fall behind on important learning. The question, what did you do last night after you finished your schoolwork? The restating would be finding the important words. Last night, after I finished my schoolwork, and the A for answering, I went on a walk with my family. And you can read more of these examples on the slideshow. Restating and answering the question resources. These resources are also on the checklist. The types of questions and the tips are very helpful in finding the correct way to answer and restate. Citing evidence from the text. Citing evidence from the text. This is where you prove your answer with specific evidence from the text. This should be directly from the text with quotation marks and the page that you found it on. Make sure it clearly supports your answer. In our class, in our small groups, we always said it's word for word from the text, including the page number, to be a complete citation. Here's an example. In the text, it says, even he knew that his older brother and sister let him win so he could make a grand entrance. Page 1 and 2. All right, so we're not going to write, the book said, I read the book told me, it said, I think, I will show you. I really don't want to have you write I for anything. This is a text-based proven response. So your opinion right now in this beginning part does not matter. This is text evidence. For the event, you can say on page 2, the boy ran away, or whatever the event would be. In the character, you can say the character's name stated, or the character said, or the character felt. Explaining how your evidence proves your answer. This is my favorite part. This is where you use your background knowledge, experiences, or connections to show how the text evidence helped you determine your answer to the question. You don't just say something is true, you have to prove it. For example, the evidence shows that Finn is spoiled because anyone who knows that they will always get their way is usually spoiled. Explaining your evidence resources. Extend evidence. These sentence stems are in your writing binder if you have it. If you don't, you can always go to the checklist and find the evidence resources and click on it, and you'll get that paper up. In addition, we have how to use evidence-based terminology. Here's the first example. It is obvious that Heidi loves animals. For instance, she cares for the goats and plays with them every day. Now, step 4, summarizing what you learned to conclude your response. This is where you sum up your thinking. A good response will end with your takeaway or big idea, a connection, a prediction, or lingering question or wonders. For example, in conclusion, Finn being spoiled reminds me of the importance of compromising and thinking about what other people might want or need. And here's another page with sentence stems, and these are also in your writing binders. And if you need to find the link, you can find it on the checklist if you want to find these sentence stems. If you're doing a restate, all in all is a great start, or a conclusion, as the evidence proves. Putting it all together, here's the example. Based on what I have already read in The Strangers, I would describe Finn as spoiled. In the text, even he knew that his older brother and sister let him win so he could make a grand entrance. This evidence shows that Finn is spoiled because anyone who knows that they will always get their way is usually spoiled. In conclusion, Finn being spoiled reminds me of the importance of compromising and thinking about what other people might want or need. All right. Well, what I would like to tell you is that we are going to go back to our learning target. And if you notice, the races has R-A-C-E-C-E-S. That's because you need to restate and answer the question, cite your text evidence, explain it, cite your text evidence again, a different piece, and explain it, and then summarize it. This means you are going to have 2 stop and jots that you are going to use for this races short answer response paragraph. If you have any questions, please email me or join Zoom Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday from 9 a.m. till 10. Good luck. I can't wait to see you.